You've had a pretty good year.
No, this year's been great.
It's been not bad, right?
It's been good. I've been very lucky, you know. I'm lucky because I don't have repeat years, you know. Some years are not so good. Some years are great, but they don't, not necessarily financially great, but they're creatively great. And then this year is kind of all of it rolled into one great, and then it'll turn into something else. But I'm enjoying it. I'm very happy, grateful.
Yeah, it seems a little surreal. I mean, you're playing all these, you're, you know, bringing all these characters to life that people grew up with, and then this.
Yeah, I like how different it all is. You know, even they've been trying to put together like Cable and Thanos and all this kind of stuff, and there's no way, there's no parallel whatsoever, and the humor-wise and epic-wise, whatever. But it's, I'm just glad people are seeing them. It's always nice when people see your movies.
Yeah. Well, with this, were you surprised that they were going to make a sequel? Did you, or did you expect it?
I don't know if I was surprised. I mean, I think the intention, the general intention, or the initial intention with Taylor Sheridan was, I have this idea that could carry on, you know, and this is kind of an idea that, so, but you kind of, you know, you isolate yourself within a particular film because you go, I want to get this one right. Yeah. You're not thinking, it's not like a series, do you know what I mean? Where, you know, so we focused on the Sicario, and I know when Benny and I finished Sicario, even though there was amazing people involved and it was a great experience, we were like, did that work? I'm not sure. You're getting to know this character that you've created, and you're not sure if you went the right direction or not, and then you see the movie, and you're like, wow. So Denis is obviously a very special filmmaker, and then you talk about doing the second one, and Denis is not available because he's doing, you know, Blade Runner and all this, you know, and it's like, do I want to do it? Is it better that he doesn't do it so there's a different perspective so you don't try to copy what you did the first time? You know, all these different factors that sometimes can work for you, they can work against you. And I like how much this movie stands on its own. I think it's a deeper exploration of the characters. And then I'd be really interested to see if it happens again. Like if it came along again, and depending on who would direct it, who would be the director of photography, it's a good conversation to talk about another one.
Well, yeah, and I think also it's obviously very relevant. There's a lot of stuff in this movie.
That's the other factor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Do you go into this movie thinking, okay, we're kind of copying and mirroring real life, or is it just, hey, we're making a movie?
No, not at all. No. You can't deny the current, you know, issue. You can't the current event. But the thing is you know that you're making a fiction in order to bring back into light the current event. You know that that's a positive. That's always a positive. Conversation is always positive, to talk about something that may, especially in the era of social media, come and then just kind of drift off, and you bring that back into the light. You know, I think also I like the fact that with this movie is it feels gratuitous in the beginning, and then it sinks into consequence. And then once you get in, and I love that. There's nothing more I like than presenting something with, oh my God, how can you do this? It looks like a bunch of bells and whistles. And then suddenly there's all this consequence and character behind it. So I think that that's a great thing, because you're left with emotions, at least I was. You're left with this kind of umbrella of, holy shit, what did I just experience?
Yeah.
And that's what you want in a movie, I think.
Well, I mean,
look at the end of Avengers. People are like passing out.
They were.
Like, no, and that's when you're invested in a character. That's what you want.
Well,
you don't want people. You know, you want a reaction.
Well, the thing is, you had these three characters that are very. The one thing that I guess you could call it they have in common is they're all very. They're deep. There's depth there.
Yeah.
They're not the same character throughout the movie. They grow.
That's what I'm saying. They are the same character, but what person stays linear all the time? And if they do, it's not somebody you want to spend time with. First of all, on a personal level, and then second of all, as a character in the movie, because you're looking at the most extreme moments in a human being's movie. I mean, a human being's trajectory. You know what I mean? You're not just taking these boring moments because it's a movie. You want people to be moved by it. So this movie, I don't know. You know, to me, this trajectory of following this guy who's like so arrogant and so kind of this strut of invincibility, and then he kind of sinks into, oh wow, there's humanity there, there's sensitivity, there's reaction, there's loss, there's all this kind of stuff. It just makes it a bit more colorful. It's a nice day for a drive, huh?
Oh, beautiful day. Blue sky, large caliber weapons. I love getting out of the office.
Take him out!
Ooh, you're gonna need stitches.
Lucky for me, I'll still need them tomorrow.
Next week, the president's adding drug cartels to the list of terrorist organizations.
You want to see this thing through?
I'm gonna have to get dirty.
You're gonna help us start a war.
With who?
Everyone.
They need Blackhawks.
Strike teams, attack drones.
Where's the coup?
Mexico.
You have been kidding.
Is that your brother? Because I don't want to kill the pool guy.
Now that we got the cartels at each other's throats, secret won't keep long.
But I create a black cloud from the trap house to a fat crowd. They like banks, how you got so many fans now?
Good luck.
Bada boom, bada bing.
Luck doesn't live on this side of the border. Adios.